Welcome back to Bethlem Museum of the Mind and our latest update on our pandemic tree installation, The Leaves of the Tree for the Healing of the Nations. Contributions to the installation keep coming in. There's a section of the museum's website dedicated to explaining how to submit your contribution, and we'll continue to film these updates at least for the next 6 weeks. I want to devote today's update to answering a couple of questions people have been asking about the project. Its name is a quotation from the book of Revelation in the New Testament, the tree being the proverbial tree of life. The leaves of the tree for the healing of the nations is also the name of a beautiful window, arts and crafts style, installed in a church in Belfast 100 years ago as a World War I memorial by the stained glass artist Wilhelmina Geddes. Geddes was inspired by the biblical image of the tree of life to sustain hope in a country that had been racked by sectarian conflict and on a continent that had just been scarred by 4 years of war. It wouldn't be right to directly compare the stage we're at in our current health emergency to those circumstances 100 years ago, but perhaps in both situations the image of the tree of life can provide inspiration and hope. We've also been asked about the picture that appears at the start of the screen at the start of each of these updates. It's a painting that's on display in Bethlem Museum of the Mind. Once we'll be able to reopen to the public, people will be able to see it in the flesh. If you've ever visited the museum, you'll know that it's at the heart of the site of Bethlem Royal Hospital, a green site with woodlands and fields, as well as hospital buildings. And there are a number of mature trees on site. And the picture that is at the start of these updates is a representation of one of those mature trees, done by an artist who took daily solace from these trees and made almost daily visits to the museum. And it's a privilege to highlight his work as part of the Leaves of the Tree for the Healing of the Nations project.